this far, and that it's not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back, no starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones where again it's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now, no living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last
If you smell what the rock is cooking. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Blissful Rock Jones, and we are here today to present to you SmackDown's exclusive pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. And what an event it turns out to be, with several big matches. But let's get underway with a match which actually has been advertised for the pre-show. That match would be a tag team match between American Alpha 2.0, otherwise known as Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, taking on the Hype Bros of Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder in a match which, over the past few weeks, is likely to be the final match in which Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder team up. Indeed they are. And speaking of cracks, let's go on to the main card, will we? Because the first match to be announced features the Commissioner, Shane McMahon, taking on Kevin Owens inside Hell in a Cell. Let's go back to this, shall we? Because there's a lot of story here. Over the past few months, Kevin Owens has been frustrated, to say the least, with how his United States Championship reigns have gone. Bad officiating to things like that. So at SummerSlam, Shane McMahon was the special guest referee in this match with AJ Styles. And he did end up counting the 3 count in favour of Kevin Owens, except he waved it off at the last minute when he saw that AJ Styles had a foot on the bottom rope. So that, followed by a shove when he got in Shane's face into the phenomenal forearm, but AJ Styles is still the United States champion. Kevin Owens began to get more and more frustrated. Got into the face of Shane McMahon, brought up the helicopter crash he'd been in a while ago, and also brought up the fact that his children would be better off without him. That made Shane McMahon snap. They had a brawl. So by order of the chairman of the board, Shane McMahon was suspended. Vince McMahon came back the next week because Kevin Owens threatened to sue the WWE, and basically said to Kevin Owens, by dissing the McMahon name, you got exactly what you deserved, and put together this match inside hell in a cell, and then got his ass kicked for his troubles. Yes, because if you cross a McMahon, you do it at your own peril. Now, several people are of the opinion that when Shane McMahon works a match, he should lose, like he has against The Undertaker, AJ Styles. However, due to the storyline and due to the fact of what Kevin Owens has achieved already in WWE, this is one time in which I can actually see Shane McMahon winning this match. Whether it's clean or whether it's by some assist of someone by the name of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, otherwise known as Triple H, or someone else we are yet to see. Next we have the WWE Championship match, which surprisingly is not a Hell in a Cell match, but likely can probably be a mid-card match on this pay-per-view, when the Monday Maharaja, Jinder Mahal, properly referred to as Jinder Mahal, along with the Jackass Brothers, otherwise known as the Sin Brothers, will face off against the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura in a rematch from SummerSlam. The one problem I have with this is the Sin Brothers.
Yes. Nope.
Yeah. And as much as I would like to see Nakamura as WWE champion, I unfortunately don't see it happening yet, even though it is a disgrace that Jinder Mahal has been champion for as long as he has. Next we go on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between The New Day and the Usos, which after some deliberation, because these two have gone at it pretty much ever since the New Day arrived on SmackDown at Money in the Bank, Battleground, SummerSlam, in which the New Day lost the tag team titles but won them back several weeks later on an episode of SmackDown in a Las Vegas street fight.
Good match.
Except there's one big difference with this match, and it's possibly going to be the blow-off match between these teams, because this SmackDown Tag Team Championship match will take place inside Hell in a Cell.
Big championship match.
This will mark only the third tag team match to take place inside Hell in a Cell, or the fourth one if you include the handicap match between the McMahon's, Big Show and DX. And it will also feature the first time that the Tag Team Championship has been decided inside Hell in a Cell. Now, there are certain rivalries in wrestling that go on through the generations, and one such rivalry which has gone through some generations is what we shall see in the next match, when Natalya will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. This goes back to the Hart family versus the Flair family. Personally, I am of the opinion that despite the fact that Natalya was overdue for a reign as women's champion, that it is now time for the Queen to go back on her throne. Interesting fact as well, if Charlotte wins this match, and if you include her reign as NXT Women's Champion, she will be 10 reigns away from equaling her father's record as World Champion. Next we move on to the United States Championship, when the phenomenal AJ Styles will defend the championships against Joke Corbin.
Oh yeah.
Baron Corbin, otherwise known as Mr. Fail in the Bank,
That's good.
Baron Corbin has not exactly been on best of terms with the creative staff, and has not exactly, shall we say, been doing great ever since losing the Money in the Bank contract. He was the opening match at SummerSlam and lost to John Cena. But in recent weeks he has targeted not just Ty Dillinger, but also the United States champion in AJ Styles.
Shot against the United States champion. And yet he can't.
This is a match I can see going either way. One is that AJ Styles wins, the other is that Baron Corbin wins. It depends on whether the WWE company wants to actually have Corbin build his momentum back up.
Very true.
Next, we go on to a match which has been not heavily built, but kind of heavily built, because this would be the pay-per-view debut of a certain someone as he looks for a glorious and victorious pay-per-view debut for SmackDown Live when Bobby Roode takes on what's his name?
Dolph Ziggler?
Is it? Because in recent weeks I can't decide what the heck he's trying to do. It is Dolph Ziggler, but let's get down to what has caused this match really.
Well,
Over the past couple of weeks, from the 9th of September from the 5th of September, I should say, to now, we have had Dolph Ziggler impersonate entrances from John Cena, Macho Man and WWE Hall of Famer Randy Savage, Naomi. We also had him impersonate Shane McMahon. We also had him impersonate Bayley and the Ultimate Warrior
that was wrong.
in front of Dana Warrior as well.
He also impersonated Chief Ray.
And then the next week he came out as Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and a member of DX. But where he really crossed the line was when he came out as The Undertaker.
That really got under me and Reese Wong's skin. We were not happy.
So he's in the ring dressed up as The Undertaker, mouthing off about being the best of this, the best of that, when we hear glorious, and Bobby Roode makes his way to the ring and makes a challenge for Hell in a Cell. Personally, I don't see Bobby Roode losing this match, in part because if the rumours are true, Dolph Ziggler's contract with the WWE is up at the end of the month. And he's probably not going to re-sign. Our final match on the Hell in a Cell card is a match which happened at SummerSlam, and to be personally honest, if you blinked you might have missed it.
Yes.
This will be a rematch between Randy Orton and Rusev. Hopefully it will be longer than 10 seconds.
Yes, it's the one that was not.
But unfortunately, well, it's a difficult one. I mean, Rusev has basically been a jobber for the past few months. And we all, so if Rusev loses this match, then I think it will kill his career.
Yeah.
However, we still have to wait and see though, because we are fans of Randy Orton, as you can tell by someone's name.
Yeah. Thing. I'm probably end his career.
So that does it for Hell in a Cell preview. Join us next week where we will have our reactions to Hell in a Cell, along with a possible previews to WWE 2K18, which, if you have pre-ordered the Deluxe or John Cena edition, will be available next Friday, the 13th of October, and if not, it will be available on Tuesday, the 17th of October.
So let me be
Mr. Rock Jones, and he's been,
Smith.
and we shall see you next week.